Hey, it's Lumin here with Agricola. It's EIK, WM France, G4, G5, G6, G7 with a special collection, Rookies G6, G7 overlay, which will bring G6 and G7 decks back towards a more original deck kind of mixture. So, this pack has some interesting options. There is synergy in this benefactor shearer thing, but also they are probably too good to have one wheel. Birthday Cake Maker I've never played, but it doesn't seem amazing. Woohoo! Woohoo! KLJ, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well today and enjoying everything. Hope you. Well, it seems like you didn't get eaten by all of our crazy fireworks smog here in LA, so that is good. I believe my pick is Business Tutor. It seems like a high ceiling card, and I don't think I've really played it before. It's kind of boring. It depends on your definition of boring, right? I mean, what makes an exciting pack? Things are only boring relatively, right? And if you're excited to just play Agricola, then everything could be exciting. Personally, I find the most boring first packs to be the weakest ones. Even if there are combos to try to find, it's. I think I tend to get more disheartened by seeing not enough good stuff. I assume you're talking about Birthday Cake Maker, Donba? Well, talk about benefactor synergy. Jeez. Okay. Okay. So William passed on perp and animal husbandry worker, and his own card, gluten-free baker. Uh, kind of have to take perp. Husbandry worker is super sad to pass to benefactor. But with business tutor, getting 5 food and your 2 ox. And I'll just hard play business tutor at some point. Without any necessary early stuff so far, it could be a game where we find one of those late first ox, like Wealthy Euro. Or we can draft Stonehouse cards a bit more highly. I'm hoping that Tepembo that my criticisms are not too harsh. I'm trying to just state what I imagine is best for the player. Okay, so Stone House, but it sucks. And Land Agent, Treasure Hunter, Veggie Lover, all really good. Veggie Lover less really good, but it has point ceiling. I guess with Perp, Land Agent is the better pick. Test, yes, Donba, you're here. I'm here, you're here. The whole world is watching. So I hope Journeyman Wheel's back, but nobody else has seen the Stonehouse stuff, and it's also kind of weak for this pack. Dung Collector, Giant. Land Agent good with Perp, I agree. Also, Giant is not good with Perp, because I don't want to be perping out Giant too early. With Dung Collector, yeah, Dung Collector definitely seems like the pick here. Your comments are 25 seconds behind. Maybe refresh Twitch? It seems like all my rates are good here, so... Yeah, Dung Collector is also the right block pick. So Benefactor and Shearer both got taken, as expected. So how did you pull off 15 food for 3 clay? Did you grow really late, comparatively, with a big house? Uh, I guess Vineyard Labor is the right pick here, because Perp does random things to timing. And right now I'm like super indifferent to timing of things. So Godfather is probably the best. Gotcha, Donba. Mailman is okay. Mailman could help me Reno. But with Biz, Tutor, yeah, maybe I just take Godfather. It's a lot safer. I already have Land Agent, but 2 sources of crops with Perp seems fine. So my hand is not super weak, very flexible, I would say. We'll see if we can get Journeyman back on the wheel here. Okay, Donba. So it seems like you actually had the perfect storm for Birthday Cake Maker. I'm not convinced that I'd be able to play it very well here. Journeyman did come back. Great. Is Margrave better? No. Is Bard better? No. Why is the second source of crop valuable? Well, with perp, I just don't want to be locked into waiting for land agent. You know, if I can get Godfather earlier, or if I do Godfather before perp or before land agent, given I'm playing perp, um, just because I don't know what order things are coming. And in general, I like having two ways to get crops. I feel like my games go a lot better when I don't rely on one. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, and you do want to be giving away clay, right? So you kind of need a big clay grab for that. I'm not picking wild breeding. I'm not picking stone tongs. I'm probably not even taking village school. There's a lot of stone in this game. Buried treasure, village school, stone tongs just in this pack, and treasure hunter was in the game. There should be a bit of extra wood because of benefactor. Raspberries and riding plow are both very strong. I do already have dung collector, but animals are going to be fought over, and I don't know when dung collector's coming out. I do have journeyman to get the animals, so I do have late fields, so maybe I take raspberries here. This is really nice for someone later, but 4 wood is a real cost. Raspberries is free. I'm going to be able to play it pretty early, I would guess. And yeah, I think I have 2 plows more or less guaranteed using business tutor for journeyman dung collector. The plow works on both spaces, yes. I just don't think I need the benefit more than once. JF riding plow. Sorry, mate. So animal husbandry workers in the game, meaning we're going to fence 5 spaces unless we find shared wall or meadow, or something along those lines. Which means fields plus rooms should take up 8 spaces if possible. And I guess I'm only building 1 extra room if I'm playing business tutor. We'll see. We'll see how this game goes. I could just pump out all of my ox late because none of them need to be played early. Machete's really good. Art seems like a good choice. Boar Park is Park Cemetery for fences. Oh, you missed the plowing hawk, yeah. I would generally say machete is the best of these. I mean, the fact that I have vineyard labor makes machete a lot better, I think. I don't mind if someone else plays Boar Park. Yeah, macheteing all the wood. I don't think I can machete the food. But, yeah. Art would be pretty good to have. It's a fairly good conversion rate, but I think machete is the play. Machete also enables combos, which either other players might have or I might pick up in my last 2 miners. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Potato Dipper does become a lot more playable. Honestly, I think Vineyard Labor might be the biggest, or get the most boost from Machete in my current hand. It also helps me farm late. It gives me one more thing to choose to do late. The more things I can choose to do late, the more I can nurr early. Pray to Chris for round 5 growth. Let per student throw out the business tutor. Cherry Orchard seems really good with Machete. Drained Pond is totally fine here too. Transaction is buying things you don't have. Okay, not very good. Herb Garden is also a consideration here. I am a little short on covering spaces, and that would have been a good reason to take Riding Plow. I feel like Cherry Orchard is the right pick here with Machete. It's already about the same strength as these two. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust Cherry Orchard to wheel 7th. Cherry Orchard is pretty good, everyone. Like, anytime you can just get a veggie out of it by the stage 5 harvest in a lot of your grain strategies. Punter. Is anyone not going to play Riding Plow? I don't think I'd pick Apple Tree, but Grain Elevator, probably not as reasonable with the hand I have. I should read this one. Grain would read Boar Veg Cow. Cost of clay and 2 food per. Probably not. I don't want to say I can play my ox out early enough for that. Sheep market is nice for the shearer. And if I have extra veg, I can turn them into sheep. That's not great. I think Ruins might be the other main pick here. So I think this is a pretty easy punter. Hi, Marushka. What's up? Riding Plow is indeed gone. I think I take Deadwood or Treasure here. Wild breeding and cattle market could be useful for Journeyman. And Dung Collector and such. Well, not so much cattle market. It would kind of have to be lucky on wild breeding. So let's throw that idea in the trash and just take Buried Treasure, I think. Holiday Present makes a lot of sense. Boar Park encourages other people to fence. When I want a fencing advantage, even though someone else has Benefactor and someone else has Shearer. I think Holiday Present is the move here. Just 1 stone from Buried Treasure. We'll see how early I get it down. Drain Pond Wield. Just like everyone expected. Just like everyone expected. I have 3 cards that require 2 Ox, and otherwise, I mean, Drain Pond is my most expensive miner in terms of prereq and cost. So I should be pretty flexible to take start if I can get 6 wood or want to defend first growth. I do have Business Tutor that gives me 2 extra imps when I reno. So I won't be Reno to Clay, so I won't be limited on what to play there, but I should consider being able to spam minor as a benefit of this hand. I can take 0 plow actions this game. But I didn't know that. I still don't know that. I will play punter if someone is hoarding wood and needs a lot of fields, signaling riding plow. And obviously, if riding plow gets played, then punter comes down immediately. So I want to build a room, I want to build fences, and I want to reno. That's the order of things. I do not have points from cards, that's right. Everyone else has good ceiling. And we're starting 4th. Wonderful, my favorite. 3 wood into cherry orchard, I guess. Well and hearth, yeah, if I can pull all that off, then that'd be great. JJ takes 3 wood, meaning I'm looking at expensive Ock first. Better get these into reverse alphabetical order. If I play before riding plow, it'll trigger twice, up to twice. L, J, G, D, B. Perp. William plays gardening enthusiast. 3rd action, free Ock. Fence is coming first, kind of funny. JJ took 3 wood to start with dry pond. Interesting choice. As discussed, plow action's not great for me, grain action's not great for me, so I will take 2 wood, 2 clay, or day labor. Day labor seems like a waste. William does plow, so I can get the 2 clay. Ock and 2 clay. I mean, this, depending on the round order, this could be a totally fine, like, even first seat. JJ took start to protect 3 wood. No surprise who has benefactor here. But giving Tepembo 2 times Reedstone food, really nice for them. I'll take 2 read if William doesn't. What on earth? OJP. OJP. William plays Treasure Hunter. That probably shouldn't get all the way back. That is a really strong card. I imagine the rest of this round goes JJ 2 wood, Tepembo 2 wood, I could get Ock. I'll take 2 wood or an Ock, I think. If I don't get any of those, I start. William putting a wide variety of things out there. Is this possibly Renaissance Man? Tupembo needs how many wood to hit animal husbandry worker? 11? Tupembo starts with large sun hat. I mean, if I make it out of this stage 1 alive, going 4th, 4th, 3rd, something, I would like that. Okay, so I could Ock for food here as the main benefit. Or I could take 2 wood. I would expect Tupembo to Reedstone Food Plow. William would probably take wood. I could take wood. I think that works. Sheep did come out here, which is nice. Godfather. With Perp, you've started to go hard for building resource grabs, and Perp with nothing better on the board. Yeah. Funny enough, Godfather is basically my first Ock. William might plow first action. Yeah, I don't know what he's exactly going for. He already has the places to sow his things. This does look like it could be Renaissance Man. Tupembo's getting such a good stage 1 here, I assume. Yeah, Field Doctor is definitely a consideration. For clay, definitely a reasonable move. I'm going to take wood because JJ is definitely taking wood. I should consider fireplace to get the first sheep pile, because otherwise JJ probably gets it. Not sure I want William to have the first cookery either. But I guess that's a reasonable second move. Very reasonable second move. JJ is thinking. So not autopiloting the 3 wood. So I would most prefer 3 wood on this rebound, but I have my doubts about getting it. Second, probably start with cherry orchard or raspberries. That's a good question, Game King. 1 reed just feels like the value of the 2 clay pickup is almost exactly this position, actually. Wow, JJ starts again. Where I could have built fireplace and taken the first sheet. So I think I take 3 wood or fireplace here. I guess fireplace is not a good option because JJ... Well, JJ might be going for second animal husbandry. Well, that would be, I think, the sharp thing to do. I'm not convinced because he could take 4 wood and hope for animal husbandry. I'm actually going to assume JJ's going to gamble for the 4 wood instead. Um, but I agree animal husbandry is the right move. It is animal husbandry, okay. So I guessed wrong, but the effect is fine. Tupembo should not take the 2 wood here because then they can get 4 wood. Uh-oh, bah. Careful now. Oh yeah, William bought fireplace, not hearth. You're right. Food situation looks pretty good for everyone. William is a bit behind now. I'm honestly a bit surprised with veg early. You're not gonna buy cooking hearth right away. And William knew about animal husbandry worker. It's pretty clear. So Tupembo takes 2 wood, meaning they wanted reedstone food more. Potentially ruins. On the other hand, William can take 4 food pretty easily here. I have the first normal room, but JJ can get benefactor here. Bigger chance for Renaissance Man? Fair. Oops. Tupembo took 3 wood, so... How do I feel about building? This farm is in such good shape. William probably sows. JJ probably ox. Yeah, let's build. If growth is 5, then an occupied growth spot gives me an extra grain on sheep. There's the benefactor. I do have enough miners to just keep defending. I really hope Tupembo starts. But this is what I have all these easy miners for. Alright, and I don't think William can sow here without... or on start player, so... Lots of good actions next round. Raspberries is slightly more important. What am I doing? Ah. Sure, we'll do that. It's Reno because Chris is gonna hate me this game. Second action, 4 wood over 5 clay over 5 food. Ak is probably fine. Reedstone food is a bit underwhelming. It's 4 clay versus 3 wood versus Ak. That is the choice I don't really want to make here. Yeah, there's the field doctor, Renaissance man ideas. Tepembo should build with their second action so that if growth flips, they can get 6 wood potentially. Or JJ is just denying that possibility right now. Now without the rush, Tepembo plays Undergardener. William plays Chocolate. That's nice. Yep, everything sucks. Machete. Of course, when I mean, I didn't really have a choice, right? I either could hog start or. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it seems like JJ was right to be this aggressive on wood and start player. It just screws me really bad. So now my godfather is going to be next to Sobake. That's nice. And Stone, which is okay. I want to Ock second action here, I think. Do I have enough food for all this? Tepembo takes a really solid plow there. Secures large sun hat and prevents William from field doctoring on him. Am I really not feeding unless I get 3 food fishing? How did this happen? How did my position get so bad? I could build Hearth here. Nah, I'll risk the 3 food fishing, I think. And you know, okay, well, I have Land Agent now. Holiday Present might save me? Yeah. And now I can just build a Hearth with the veg in hand. My outs are increasing. JJ takes 6 wood again. Wow. 3 need to be for fences. I guess riding plow was also pretty necessary for him. Pembo building 2 rooms. William playing Stonecutter. Huh. Pembo with this last action can 3 wood or play the well or 2 reed. All of those seem okay. Having Undergardener and no Hearth chances is a bit iffy, but we'll see what's going on. Day labor with a veg, I like to see that personally. Machete or punter? I think JJ probably has riding plow. And I don't need the machete yet. Sheep market for JJ, of course. Of course. Such a good start for him. We'll hope William takes the 3 sheep, but might have bigger fish to fry. I think an Auk is probably better for me than my other choices. Let's see, I need to get business tutor down. I need to get so I have one more chance to random into business tutor. I want to get the 3 stone. Oh, my game is so bad. I'm a little surprised William played Gardening Enthusiast before Treasure Hunter. I feel like Treasure might be the better play, but there's been no negative impact of it, really. Yeah, yikes. Oh yeah, no kidding, Damba. Business tutor. So, I mean, this reverse alphabetical, I mean, you really can't argue with the results here. What is William's game plan with 2 clay rooms? He has the occupation called Field Doctor, which lets you get... it's basically a farm steward, but instead of having to be in clay, your room has to be, or your house has to be enclosed by 4 fields like this. That's the plan. JJ plays wolf here instead of taking the 3 sheep. And changes sheep market to grain to pick up the boar. So that's like the 3rd or 4th start player action for JJ as the initial starting player also. So I've kind of just been boned by that. And can't fault the moves because look at what's happened here. It's so good for JJ. Tepembo should start player on their next move. William takes the 3 sheep, so William likely gets the 6 wood or the start player. Yeah, holiday present is going to save here. 4 reed is not a bad take. 4 reed, 3 stone Reno would be amazing. There's the riding plow. So, I mean, JJ Lee's game is absolutely on fire here. It's absolutely on fire. I'm so jealous. I do get a grain from Godfather on 3 stone. I prefer the 3 stone to the 4 reed, I guess. Tepembo is debating on whether he wants to be start or not. And I think it might be a fair think. You're only sacrificing 1 spot in the growth queue, pretty clearly. And getting all your fences wood right now after having built 2 wood rooms is pretty strong. William takes the 4 reed. Gotta say, I'm very uncomfortable where this is going. Plus G. Then I can build clay oven. Let's see what I can get off the, well, as long as I can get reedstone food into Reno, this should be fine. I'm really surprised William didn't start Field Doctor. If Renaissance is in William's hand, then it's really sad that the clay is not in hand in the supply already. That reed is a really interesting grab. I guess reed nursery is possible. Tepembo getting 6 wood and not growth contested is really great. Must have known something. So reedstone. I could go for clay to be able to do fireplace, hearth, oven. Fireplace into hearth, so get my hearth for 3 clay and then an oven. On the other hand, I could just play holiday present or something like that. Reno incoming, you think, for William? Very possible. If this is sleight of hand, then that's pretty obvious, or an obvious reason to take reed, I should say. Not obvious right now why the reed is wanted. That 4 read would have done a lot. Would have done a lot for me. William not taking wood is, well, I'm hoping it comes back to haunt him. Village school, okay. Nice. So now gets to toss a card and play Basket Maker's Workshop. Reedstone Food is pretty mandatory as one of my moves. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, I'm guessing it's something like Beanhole, honestly. So 4 clay here gets me to 11, meaning I can do some fun stuff, I think. Just 5 food open for Tepembo. Ah, I see Danba. Oh. Well then. It's not Field Doctor. It's Shifting Farmer. I thought this was out. JJ probably takes a food action first, regardless. I don't really think this is a great way to play Shifting Farmer. I think really just 1 room at a time is really valuable, though I guess when you see your 4th in the queue, this is the way to go. So now stone rooms are 2 read each if you replace a field. JJ takes the wood plus the wolf. Can just change a sheep to a veg. He's basically breeding veg. Tepembo grows with Dry Pond. So I want Reno and Reedstone, probably. Do I save to clay? Do I take one of my improvement actions as just 2 clay? Oh, William takes Reedstone. Sure, that's 2/3 of a room. Hmm. Clay oven, very obvious. Oh yeah, with Stonecutter it is an entire room. Jesus. I probably don't need to save the clay. So this is Machete or Holiday Present. Let's do Machete. Oh, I could build the well, actually. No, but that delays all my stuff. JJ gets 2 boar. That game is so good. I do actually want to read and Reno drained pond, right? So I take 2 wood here, or 4 food. No, not 4 food. Or veg grain, or 2 sheep. I think the extra sheep will help. It'll get dung collector out maybe a bit faster. I can just plow over here for better raspberries income, I think. It doesn't really matter. Tepembo can start. Yeah, because I can just fence up here and it's fine. Tepembo goes for the well instead. That's fair. William can easily take 2 reed here. So I need to secure it. So Village School also allows him to toss a card on a cost of these rooms. Also, JJ could take 2 reed to build a room. Oh, it's not adjacent because I am silly and forgot raspberries could be adjacent. I had Treasure Hunter in my mind. That limitation. You're completely correct. On the other hand, it delays my food by a tiny bit, but not much. Alright, so Reed and Reno are 2 of my moves. And I guess a wood action is the other. William taking a long time to think here. These stone rooms are taking a while to come out, but it should be totally fine for him. Goes for the 5 clay. So we'll see how... we'll see if Renaissance Man is around. I didn't see Gardening Enthusiast, I didn't see Shifting Farmer, but I did see Treasure Hunter and Stonecutter, so... This Shifting Farmer is ridiculous, but at the same time, yeah, like I said, I'm not convinced this is the best way to play it. JJ wants a sow before the end of this harvest. Or before the end of the stage, but has plenty of time, plenty of stuff to eat. I think I will play Vineyard Labor if I can. Well, I'm gonna hope for Vineyard Labor and Journeyman to be the 2 ox. We'll see if I can pull off that 1 out of 3 chance. Macheteing the wood here is going to be pretty critical to my game, I think. JJ takes 3 wood. I'm also starting to wonder if William has, like, mansion as a reason to take fireplace over hearth. Tepembo fences here, which is quite a reasonable move. Fencing for small is not actually great. I would actually consider giving up on Animal Husbandry Worker if I'm in Tepembo's seat. Fencing 10 does keep that in play, though. Overachiever, so that's the last dock I didn't see. It's fun with Village School. Reno's not in danger. JJ takes the clay and finishes off the wolf. That means I'll want to sow pretty early next round. JJ might sow here. That would probably be their best option. With 10 fences, Tepembo can spend the wood on a point here instead of getting a wood. Yep, seems fine. Dung collector. And vineyard labor. I think I will still sow pretty early here. Lots of very interesting spots on this board. See what JJ does. JJ does sow bake. That is actually quite good for me. William wants to build rooms on his fields instead of sowing on them. Journeyman not coming out till round 12 is unfortunate. Tepembo is opening with the sheep here. That is, I guess, less interesting with Shearer. A lot less interesting. Stonecutter being the other card from my opening pack that left. This game has gone so smoothly for JJ Lee. William actually looking like boundary stones there. Mandatory 4 wood for me. So my other actions are sow and journeyman. It would be sad to not get the sow here. Sowing wood onto cherry orchard. Really nice. I will be sowing the veg onto the field because it will come off for stage for the last round harvest. Before the last round. JJ plays Potato Dibber on start player, and Tepembo wheels 6 food here. And says, I'd rather have the boar. So William gets 6 food? No, he's growing. Flower field. Nice. And stone oven. Oven or overachiever saves a stone, stonecutter saves a stone, card saves a stone. Not bad. Not bad at all. I could just sow a second wood and machete it. What's my last move again? Oh, I got a grain. Ak is my last move. I'm gonna remove this. Add it at the end. So a pretty good perp, I would say. JJ might be debating whether to take 6 food or something else. Tepembo is probably just going to day labor if he doesn't get 6 food. Three wood's also viable. I'm going to take a quick break right here as JJ's thinking. Be right back. Okay, so what do we got here? We got JJ going with the 3 stone, Tupembo getting the 6 food. Let's see what happens here. I guess the veg is still... No, I'm going to sow the wood. Let's see. Feed 6, machete, cherry. JJ took reedstone. So I need 3 more wood for holiday present and this stuff. So then round 12 minus H plus A. So why so wood? I wasn't counting super close. I don't really need the veg, and it just seemed better than the other options. I mean, I don't get much out of sowing the veg because I have enough veg, and I don't get a ton out of sowing the grain compared to wood because the timing is equally bad. The grain is maybe more points, but I'm not convinced. Yes, that is also true. Tupembo immediately starts with liquid manure. William gets the 6 wood. This does give me enough wood for holiday present, though. So this is the worst Godfather situation where the growths are late. I get another wood if I sow again. Well, then the timing is bad, right? Tupembo's probably going for the plow sow, meaning I'll get the growth without. William plays Grain Shrine for points. Tossing for the extra wood saved. And pottery. Doing all this now because JJ could swipe the pottery. I'm doing a fence now because everyone else can fence. 15 rather. Oh, vineyard labor gives the wood food. That's what you meant. Not the... Okay. So that might be the biggest thing I forgot, is that every time I sow, I get wood food. I get it now. I don't play this card very much at all. Which is surprising, because I feel like it fits my style fine. JJ plays Reno with Slaughterhouse. This last action, I'm not completely sure what I'm up to. Because I want a second breeding pair in next round. I probably can wheel it. William takes so that action's off the table. Veg grain is better than stone grain using land agent. Is that really what I'm down to here? It's that or like take one boar and be more confident about getting that breeding pair. Nobody's gonna take veg. At the same time, this is a really good number for me. Or 2 grain is the better number, I should say. So Tepembo is plow sowing first. So I can grow or take animals. If William takes a animal pair here, then I have to. William's just plowing. Okay, so I'm gonna take the 2 boar. I'm gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna be safe about it. Gives me a bigger chance at being start player. Could also just get the 2 sheep here. Yeah, I was thinking the sheep weren't really safe because of shearer. And 2 boar definitely fine for JJ to feed with and keep all the breeding going, though I expect stables is also coming. Fences and 2 stables is probably good. Yeah, it's pretty concessionary. JJ has a max farm, but 5 offboard points, which is like high 40s. I don't have many offboard points either, but Veggie Lover was in the draft. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so JJ is probably low 50s for sure. What is this? Oh, using Treasure Hunter as a space filler. Okay, it's pretty nifty. We'll see if William starts here. I would love that, but probably can't be too sure or too likely to happen. All right. I need a sow, right? Or that's the best move for me. Well, start player's better. Too bad I don't have this wood for holiday present. So, It's a really big plow sow for me. It's not that much worse than sow, though. If I take 3 wood, I could build 2 stables next round, which is worth 3 points, maybe? No, I can already hold enough, so I guess I just sow here. Machete a grain. Oops. Okay, so I will breed everything. Feed 7 so I can dung and I get the food back. I'll slaughter at the start of round 14 to only trigger Slaughterman once and not in this harvest. And this food pays for the drained pond field. So I cycle, or I kill these 2 for 7, and I pay 1 for the cow back. Oh, JJ plays Start Moor Pond. Oh, how terrible. William buys a reedstone. And gets Basket Maker's Workshop. Nice. William's gonna have a good game. So I don't think I played terribly. I didn't play perfect, but it's just been a rough game for me, I think. So I need to play Holiday Present. Sewing is a couple points. Well, I mean, if those cards are removed in the rookie collection, then it didn't do anything. Okay, so I get growth here. So, and Holiday Present to end this one. Yeah, more pawn does show as removed. All right, so there's some kinks as always with this site. William getting fence blocked. Should I be worried about getting so blocked? Sure. I have 2 spaces to play Holiday Present. Well. I could have macheted the wood last harvest, but then I think my grain is worse. Which is the original problem Gray pointed out, of course. And I can just machete the wood this turn. Unless you're talking about the bottom right wood. I just didn't have enough actions, I think. Oh, I didn't notice William took major. What am I doing? Oh, thanks, Sim for Jesus. Appreciate the sentiment. I should get to mid 40s here. Nothing amazing. JJ doesn't build stables. Instead, played the veggie lover. Tepembo getting gluten-free baker in. William taking reedstone for 4 food. And I do get my holiday present. All right, no, nothing there. 2 points here. 1 more of each animal. Tepembo playing cattle market. Seems good. Shearer never came out. Doesn't seem as good. Yeah, JJ has a very pretty farm with some veggie lover bonus. Actually, max veggie lover bonus. Yeah, very nice. It has to be JJ, right? I'll hold off. I've got 44. William needs to return grain veg. Yep, JJ 53. Tepembo looks like low 40s probably. William also getting 46. Okay, so well played by JJ. Not super sure where everything went wrong. Is this just a game I was destined to lose? Maybe. Got my farm filled. I grew first. But yeah, just going last this much was awful. And I think in terms of farming cards, passing Benefactor and Animal Husbandry really didn't work out. Was I supposed to take Benefactor over Business Tutor then? I guess. Just got in a hard position in stage 2, knowing that I'd be either first or last in the queue. Oh yeah, absolutely, Gray. Absolutely. I didn't have that choice though. Oh, Tupemba with 47. You would definitely pick Benefactor over Tutor. Benefactor is very hit or miss in my experience. Tembo saying 47, so managed to bottom feed all game because late growth and everyone else's food worked out. In terms of strength, I think Benefactor and Business Tutor are pretty similar. Knowing about Benefactor would have been, or knowing about Animal Husbandry Worker would have absolutely made a difference. Even knowing about Wolf. Yeah, I'm just going to chalk this up as I didn't have much of a chance from after the draft. But I don't think my draft was bad. I guess really good is overstating it, but you think Benefactor is very good? I'm not super convinced. It's failed me a lot. Your opponents will usually take more wood. I'm very uncomfortable with a line like JJ did, like open 3 wood, just keep taking 3 wood this much early with no other benefit. William not taking the sheep early was rough. Really wanted to see William take the first pile of sheep with the fireplace, but then lost tempo on sowing. Oh, Dung Collector. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it a lot. I've been picking it a lot recently. Couldn't take the sheep because of sowing? Yeah, well, in that sense, then could have done sheep sow as the 2 actions in round 4, but I don't remember what was on the board. He couldn't at all. Oh, and JJ started for round 4. I see. All right, that's all for me. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you for the next game. Appreciate you all hanging out. Take care.